So you're thinking about moving to Chantilly, Virginia, but you'd kind of like to know the good and the bad about living in Chantilly, Virginia? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be covering. We're talking about the pros and the cons, the good and the bad of living in Chantilly, Virginia. If that's something you're interested in, be sure to stick around because we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in Northern Virginia, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you never miss a video. My name is Amanda, and the team and I get calls every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Northern Virginia, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, message us on social, whatever works for you. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. So as I mentioned, today we're talking about the pros and the cons of living in Chantilly, Virginia. And first up on our pro list is proximity to Dulles Airport. If being close to the airport is important to you, Chantilly should definitely be on your list. There really isn't any other area that can get you as close to the airport as Chantilly. So it makes for definitely an easy commute, or even if you're picking up an Uber to head to catch your flight, you won't be spending a ton of money to do it because Chantilly is very close to Dulles Airport. Pro number 2 of living in Chantilly is the education. Now, Fairfax County as a whole has a very highly ranked school system, but Chantilly stands out even from that. And both on niche.com and greatschools.org, you can check them out to see just how highly ranked the schools are in Chantilly. And niche.com also ranks Chantilly the 36th best place in all of Virginia to raise a family. Chantilly has 14 public schools serving about 15,000 children. And if you're interested in private schooling for your kids, there are 22 private school options in Chantilly as well. We wanted to showcase Poplar Tree Elementary in Chantilly. They are the 10th best elementary school in all of Virginia per greatschools.org. Pro number 3 about living in Chantilly, Virginia is the dining and brewery options. Chantilly has a really diverse dining scene, and there is something for literally everyone. A couple of the shining stars in the area that the locals love is Willard's Barbecue. They've been there for years. I personally enjoy going there. It is delicious barbecue. Then you also have Dogfish Head Ale House. You have Expectations. You have the Burger Shack. Their burgers are out of this world. They're so good. Try their tater tots too. They're delicious. There's Longhorn Steakhouse. I could go on and on. What I like about Chantilly in terms of their dining options is it's very diverse. Not everything is commercialized. You can certainly go to places that are commercialized. It's not that they're not available, but you've got a good mix of that and then local spots. So definitely be sure to check that out. And then as far as the breweries go, you have Mustang Sally, you have Ono, and Ono actually has odd barbecue within the brewery. So if you're looking to have a couple beverages and eat some barbecue, that's a great option. And then there's also Honor Brewing as well. Pro number 4 for living in Chantilly is the amount of outdoor activities. There is no shortage of parks or outdoor activities in Chantilly. If you like to golf, you have Pleasant Valley Golf Club right off Route 50. You also have Eleanor C. Lawrence Park, and we are there in our vlog, so if you haven't checked that out, be sure to. That is a 650-acre park with approximately 4 miles of walking trails, and it also has an 8,000-year history in the area. If you're looking to learn a little bit more about how Northern Virginia used to be, it's definitely a good spot to go check out. There's also Flatlick Valley Stream Park, and this is a great place to go if you'd like to get some freshwater fishing in. Their trails are also paved, so if you prefer to walk on paved trails but still be at a park, this is a great option to go to. There's Highland Hills Community Park, Dulles Gateway Park, Owen Park. The list goes on and on. If you want to get outside and enjoy the outdoors or get a workout in, Chantilly definitely has you covered. Pro number 5 when living in Chantilly is it is home to the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center, and there is simply nothing like this in the area. It really is such a special place, and what it is a 760,000 square foot center, and it is a companion facility to the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum that's in DC. This location was opened so that they have more room to be able to display everything that they have, and it's just plain cool. I don't care if you live in Chantilly or not, you should definitely check it out. You can see the Space Shuttle Discovery, they have the Enola Gay, they also have the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. It's a great place to go and spend an afternoon, and bonus, it's also free. You do have to pay for parking, which is $15, but once you pay for your parking, you can go in, stroll around, and it's easy to get, you think you're not gonna spend much time there, and it's easy to just get wrapped up in everything that you can see. Highly recommend checking this out. So like with any area, there are some cons to living in Chantilly, and the first con is, surprise, surprise, the cost of living. Living in Chantilly on average is gonna run you 52% higher than the national average, and housing in Chantilly is going to run you 134.7 more than the national average. Groceries are also going to cost you a little bit more, coming in at 16% higher than the national average. Chantilly is no exception. If you've watched any of our other videos about the Northern Virginia area, it is a pricey place to call home, and Chantilly certainly falls under that umbrella. Con number 2 is the traffic. Would it even be a pros and cons video about an area in Northern Virginia without mentioning the traffic? I don't think so. Chantilly is no exception. Route 50 backs up in a pretty horrible way. So if you are making that commute during rush hour, be prepared that it will, on average, probably take you about 20 minutes just to go a couple miles on Route 50. 66 absolutely backs up as well, although they did just open some new toll lanes, and from what I've experienced, that's helping a little bit, but of course you have to pay to drive on the toll lanes to avoid the traffic. 28 is another area that backs up. They've made a lot of improvements in the past 5 to 10 years to 28, so it has gotten better, but it certainly does experience backups when you are talking about commuting during peak rush hour. Con number 3 when living in Chantilly is airport noise. So we mentioned in our pros list that you're super close to the airport, which is a great thing if you travel a lot, but the reverse of that is there is a lot of airport noise in Chantilly, and I can say from living in the area for many, many years and growing up here, I am immune to it. I don't notice it anymore, and I know a lot of other residents feel the same way, but I think it's worth mentioning because if you don't want to be in an area where you constantly have planes coming in and out overhead, Chantilly probably is not going to be your best bet. On average, Dulles has 60,000 passengers passing through every single day. So you are talking about thousands of flights occurring overhead every single month, and that may be a turnoff for someone who's moving to the area. Con number 4 for Chantilly is the Chantilly area really lacks entertainment. Now, it's not far away, but if you're looking for a place that has a downtown area, a shopping mall, festivals, performances, that type of thing, well, Chantilly probably is not going to fit that bill because it's just not something the area offers. But know that those items are very close by. You have Fair Oaks Mall just down Route 50, take you maybe 10-15 minutes to get there. You certainly are not far from DC if you want to go to the Kennedy Center and enjoy a performance. All of these things are very close by, but they are not in Chantilly. So if you're looking for, 5 minutes away or walking distance for entertainment, well, Chantilly probably is not going to be your best bet. That wraps up the pros and the cons of living in Chantilly, Virginia. Chantilly is home to 23,820 people. It has a median home value of $752,569. and a median household income of $131,071. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, reach out on social. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. Until next time, we hope to show you around town.